Dawkins, if you've reached a dead end, mate, there's already a mod in here.
Also, Diogenes needs to go down a little bit.
No, don't.
Ask Christian, do you want to have a conversation? No, it's just that
I
you
got upset. Someone to meet someone. I got upset.
Do you have an argument for the existence of God?
Oh my god. Ask a Christian, do you want to go to a channel where we can have a conversation?
Hey, what channel are you guys going to go to? Let me know.
I think I'm.
You're going to pussy out?
I think I'm pretty. No, I think I'm pretty good. I mean,
you good?
Maybe another time.
Under Darth's skirt.
You
gonna log off?
I wanna listen to what Darth has to say. You know, he's very smart.
Darth, I want to listen. I want to listen to Darth as well. Let's go. Hey, Darth.
No,
why wouldn't
he's a complete moron.
No,
he's not. Darth knows everything.
No,
he's a complete moron. Also, look,
no, he's a complete fucking moron. Like there are
if he could, Batman and Darth Dawkins are the most intelligent people on this server,
and accept Jesus. Don't you think you guys have ever done anything? Don't you guys think you've ever done anything wrong in your lives? Like,
what do you mean by wrong?
Ben Shapiro, would you like to have a discussion?
What do you mean by wrong, dude?
What do you want to talk about?
Oh God, so many.
I just have a couple questions for you about that.
So the Bible, right? The Bible says that if you look at a woman with lust, you commit adultery in your heart, right? So I'm sure like you've done that, I've done that. It's bad.
Hey Darth, I've talked to your son.
The Bible says don't put. The Bible says don't put anything above God, and so if you or I put anything above
Darth,
God, right?
Darth, your son says that you're a sophist.
Why are you guys keep trying to bring up like irrelevant stuff? Like that's
how about you unmute people?
Personal attacks, like personal attacks are pretty evil and messed up.
He keeps stuttering.
But so pretty much
your son says that you're very manipulative.
God has to be real first.
Your son touched me.
Can you give an argument for God's existence?
Darth Dawkins, your son touched me.
Can you give an argument for God's existence?
So we're in the politics server. Let's.
I did not consent.
Do any of your kids actually like that?
I haven't heard a Christian be able to do this.
Hey Darth, let's switch to the religion chat. This way this can actually get better.
Let's suck each other off. Hey, Darth, let's suck each other off.
Hold on a second. Did you guys just see what happened to Mars Bars?
Yeah, everyone saw it.
Yeah, he was harassing him. He was harassing me.
Darth,
I reported him to Square.
No one cares. You're a loser. No one cares. You're a loser. No one cares. You're a loser. You're a loser.
Okay, now I'm reporting you. Okay.
Oh my
Darth,
God.
how about you give an argument for God?
Go for it, Darth.
You could just give your wife herpes again. Yeah, Darth. His real name is Gary. He gave his wife herpes.
Darth, why does your daughter keep giving me her Instagram?
But yeah, Darth, let's switch to like the religion chat or.
I've got Snapchats from,
how about you give an
your
argument
mom,
for God?
your wife, and your daughter. I don't know what's going on, man.
I'm trying to converse in like in this chat room is kind of just.
Ask a Christian. Try unmuting people. Hey, ask a Christian. Try unmuting people.
Dealing with too much hecklers and trolls.
Ask a Christian. Have you muted me?
You need to have.
Hey, you've now been reported, Diogenes. I suggest you stopped, or you're going to get removed.
Why'd you report him, Gary? Why'd you report him?
He's a troll. Diogenes is a troll.
Do you have any evidence of that?
He just won't stop.
There's no evidence of that.
No, there's plenty of evidence. But yeah, Darth, I think we should switch to
I've
like
just
religion.
Filed an official complaint.
I think you should give an argument for God.
Good for you, officer. What's your evidence?
Yeah, there's no evidence. That's what these Christians do. They have no evidence for anything.
You see what they do, Theo, when there's no law and order? They just completely act like trolls.
Gary, give an argument for God.
It's like
Darth Dawkins, it sounds like you're like the lowest common denominator here. Like everyone's saying there's no evidence for your report.
Yeah, crazy.
Well,
Ask
Darth,
a Christian still has me muted.
You know that, right?
I'm trying to engage in good faith.
Can I ask the actual series? Can I ask
go, Jeff.
Sure, go ahead.
Like an actual question to Darth Dawkins?
No, bro, you're literally slow. Like you're
gonna listen? Is he gonna listen to me? Is he gonna hear it out?
I guess you sound like you're doing a setup, right? Instead of just asking your question, your quote unquote serious question.
Can you stop fucking stuttering?
How do you convince someone that's a theist to believe that
stuttering, bro?
I'm not. Am I stuttering?
Not you. I'm talking about the Christian guy. My bad. This nigga keeps stuttering though.
Well, I wanted to ask the question
My
to Darth
bad.
Dawkins directly. That's why I was asking if he can hear me.
Oh yeah, ask Gary your question.
So yeah, how do you convince the theists
Why are you
to
so
believe?
butthurt? This guy that keeps
Oh my
crying
God,
about like
dude,
Darth,
can
he's
you
just
stop
so
talking over
butthurt.
me,
All right, go ahead. What's
please?
your question?
I said, how do you convince the theists, right, who believes in a creator, believe in your choice of creator or your belief of what a creator, of
Well,
which creator it is?
it's very simple. Is because the God of the Bible has a specific character set that no other God can have, either in the past, the present, or the future. And his character set is not only exclusive; it's indispensable at an ontological basis for human reason, truth, thought.
All right.
So if you attempt to challenge the composite character set of the God of the Bible, you're going to have to present an alternate worldview with an ultimacy, but that the character set of the ultimacy will always be deficient the character set of the God of the Bible.
Can you give me an example of that? Like in other religions, how it
God,
lacks that which you just
let's
said that.
for example, take for example Allah. Allah is not always truth revealing. Okay,
well, neither is the God of the Bible.
No, don't interrupt him. Don't interrupt him. I know what to ask.
Superior, you've already been warned to stop harassing me. You're in danger of getting banned. Please do not interfere with my conversations because I will report you for the same harassment that you've done in the last previous days.
How is it harassment to point
Okay,
out
all right.
that
I'm
you're
now
incorrect about your assessment of the God of the Bible? Ezekiel 14:9.
I'm now reporting you.
Oh no, he's reporting.
So now I have to wait 10 more minutes for my question to get answered because somebody wants to be a dickhead.
I'm not being a dickhead. I'm pointing out that Ezekiel 14:9 says that the God of the Bible deceives people.
I understand.
He's a liar.
I understand why you're doing it, but I also want to get to a point.
I just got a couple of people banned. Okay, now
Me?
you've been warned. No, I'm talking to Superior Tech. Okay, see now he's muted. All right. So he's just simply bringing up Ezekiel 14:9, which I've already addressed to him, and I read to him several translators' commentaries how it doesn't necessarily mean deceives. Anyway, we're gonna move. He's just doing this to interfere because this has previously been discussed. It's a form of harassment that he's committing. Okay.
So you were at Allah.
Yeah. Okay. So Allah in the Quran, it states in the Arabic. That Allah is the greatest of all deceivers. This is mentioned a number of times. And in fact, this is so troubling to Muslim translators that they purposely mistranslated in the English. Okay. Also, we have Allah himself actively deceiving Muhammad. He actively deceived the world by making it appear that Jesus died on the cross, but the Quran says he did not. We also have Allah is not omniscient when he critiques and condemns the Christian doctrine of the Trinity in Surah 4 and 5. Muhammad completely botched the nature of the Trinity. Muhammad thought that the Trinity was Allah, Jesus, and Mary. Okay. Allah can't even remember his name that was mentioned more than 5,000 times in the Old Testament. I mean, I could go on. There's no plan of salvation. There's no way for Allah to reconcile the antithesis between justice and mercy. You see, this is what happens when people make up gods as human beings. They will always fail. It can never match the composite character set of the God of the Bible. So that's how you know that the God of the Bible's testimony and his composite character set are not only exclusive, that they're indispensable.
Which iteration of the Bible are you referring to? Because I actually know that there's at least a couple of different ones.
You don't want to go down this path because I have far more expertise in this area than you do. When you say which iteration, when you say which iteration, right away, that's letting me know based upon my education in this area that you don't know what you're talking about. So when you say which iteration, what are you referring to?
So the Bible I grew up with was just the Holy Bible. Now, I've seen throughout my life that there's different types of Bible, or people call it different names. I don't know if it's the same exact thing.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. What you're referring to is that there's a wide variety of English translations. Okay, that poses no problem. We can derive the same doctrinal pillars from any English translation.
All right, that's fair.
In fact, we have more copies of the New Testament in the Greek than any other ancient documents from antiquity. And even if we were to act for one day, all of those Greek manuscript copies, of which we have more than 5,000, were to simply disappear. We have more iterations of translations into the Latin and citations and quotations from the early church fathers that we can pretty much replicate the entire New Testament. Okay? So here's how you can know that the self-testimony of the God of the Bible is true. It's because he's the only one who has the character set. It would be impossible for anyone else to match the character set of the God of the Bible because he's historical in nature, right? And that's an important point, which I can elaborate on shortly. And so his character set is exclusive, and his character set is indispensable as the ontological source of everything, including knowledge, truth, and reason. And if you attempt to deny him, you're going to first have to establish what worldview you're operating from, because in order to refute a worldview, you have to establish a worldview in order to reason about anything. Because the Christian worldview is a worldview, as I stated. To challenge that worldview, you have to be operating from a worldview.
No, that definitely makes sense. I agree. Can you elaborate now?
What do you want me to elaborate on?
You said on the character sets of God.
Yeah, God reveals from Genesis to Revelation. I'm not going to do a Bible study here, but
okay.
When we go through the character set, God is perfect in every respect. Now, there are people who read the biblical account from Genesis to Revelation, and out of their own appeal to their own authority of their own mind, that they find what God does or says is somehow distasteful or inconsistent with what he says about himself, but they do so on their own authority, but they cannot establish their own authority for reason. I mean, do you know who Gary Coleman was?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was a very small actor in American TV, very, very famous, very, very tiny, almost at a midget level. Okay. Now, do you know who Andre the Giant was?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Okay. So just to give you an analogy, it doesn't prove what I'm saying. Somebody challenging the truthfulness or reason or righteousness of the God of the Bible. It would be easier for Gary Coleman to defeat Andre the Giant than it would be a human being to try to outreason God, the God of the Bible. People have tried. They've even written books about it, like Richard Dawkins. But all they're just simply saying is, well, the God of the Bible doesn't exist because I say so. The God of the Bible is a reprehensible person in history because I say so. Right? But they have no defense of why they say so is authoritative.
Right. Superior. He's not going to answer if I ask that.
No, if you don't stop, okay, if you continue to harass me, Superior, I'm going to call for a definite expulsion of you from this server for persistent harassment.
Well, that's just conceding that you can't handle me any other way.
Please stop. Please
hey,
stop.
If you have to resort to moderation, if you can't handle my arguments, that's just proving my point, babe.
You are harassing again. I'm going to call for your expulsion from this.
Let's ask people around this room if they think I'm harassing you just by speaking.
Right, I ask you to stop. I ask you not to speak with me again. I ask you to stop interfering with conversations.
Who made you the Prince of Persia? Who made you the King of Kashmir?
Hey, Superior, can you stop fucking trolling and piss off?
I'm not trolling anybody, man. He's saying that I'm harassing him by pointing out the flaws in his arguments.
I don't think you're harassing him. I think you're doing a good job.
No, I don't think you understand. He has a history now.
I have a history of dunking on your arguments. You have a history of getting butthurt and using moderation tools because you can't handle this in an actual debate. Hey, if I'm wrong, just tell me why the new English translation, the net translation that you like to use, says the word deceive in it. Your chosen translation agrees with my interpretation. So where does that leave you?
What? I'm too stupid to even understand.
Where does that leave you in the knowing of you don't know history? Okay.
It sounds like a fair question, but what are you trying to get at?
Superior Tech, I'm so glad you haven't been muted, obviously. I sent a mod mail as well, and I said that. Oh, wow. Okay. So my mod mail might get to them just after Darth Dawkins' mod mail will.
As we see, Superior Tech is now muted. He's muted again.
Please don't interrupt. Otherwise,
I've already reported you. I've already reported you for harassing.
You're harassing
I'm going to report
me
you again
continuously through interrupting me. Okay, so please stop. Okay, I feel harassed through your interruptions.
I'm now reporting you for harassment.
No, pathetic. I feel harassed through your interruptions. Okay, you've been reported time and time again by other servers on this channel and in this server, other users. So stop, Darth Dawkins.
You're going to be muted.
Other people.
Darth, okay, Darth, I got you back.
Please, Darth.
You're going to be muted.
Darth,
if there's mods in here, please stop him from his harassing. I already reported him to Square. Square has already taken action against several people harassing me in here.
It's called a conversation.
Okay? No, it's not.
You have to understand, you're not more important than he is on the server. It's no matter if you try all you want.
If you don't stop, I am going to report you for engaging in persistent stalking.
Just stop, bro. Just ignore it. It doesn't matter.
You see, Superior Tech is mute, red dotted.
Persistent stalking.
Yeah, you've done it. You've done it already here today. You're engaging in harassing behavior against me. Okay, I strongly suggest you stop.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
If you don't stop, I will continue to file reports against you, and it's going to backfire.
You can do what you want.
Please stop. Please stop.
Diogenes, you and I had a conversation earlier. It went well, but I came in here and it seems like you are being a bit of a troll. What's going on, dude?
There's no way. There's no way, man. I have a legitimate question. Okay, first, I have two contentions. Number one is the mass reporting of Superior Tech, which is in bad faith. That's unfair. That's mass reporting. That's against.
No, I'm reporting him to Square, the founder, who I have a personal relationship.
Yeah, Square's going to be in here shortly. Don't worry.
It's not mass reporting to one guy.
I'm not mass reporting. I'm reporting to Square. I directly deal with Square, who is the founder, and I report people who are clearly engaging in harassing and stalking behavior. You've already crossed the line in harassing behavior multiple times on previous days. You're doing it again today. I strongly suggest that you stop because Square will take action against you.
Okay. Can I have a personal or objective conversation with you?
No, you may not. You've already crossed the line into harassing behavior today. You've done it on previous days, and you're doing it again now. Please do not speak to me. Please do not interfere or interject when I'm talking with anybody else.
So but that's the thing. You're not talking.
Just let it go, Pat. Please.
I'm asking you to stop interfere. I'm asking you, okay, for your own benefit. Please stop harassing me. Please stop talking to me. Please stop interfering with conversations that I'm having with other people when they ask me about the Bible.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've already filed multiple reports.
I've got it.
I want you to stop. I want you to stop.
Stop. The message is received.
I want you to stop. All right, I'm filing another report.
No, the message is received. The message is received. No, Darth, message is received. Now, everyone else in this channel, everyone else, no, the message is received, like fair and square. That's absolutely fair and square.
It's a politics server, dude. You're not going to win.
No, it's fine. Message is received. I absolutely respect that. I respect that. Everyone else in this server, what Bible do you usually
listen to me? Listen to me right now.
Whoa, excuse me.
I want you to stop. Okay, listen to me. I was talking to somebody. You interfered. If you don't stop right now, I'm gonna fucking call for your ban from the server. Okay, and if I call for your ban from the server, it's gonna happen, asshole. Now shut up right now. If you shut up right now, you're gonna be banned from the server. Okay, there you go. Bum. See it? I am not gonna tolerate this overt or covert or indirect harassment by what you're fucking doing. Now, if you harass me one more time, if you interfere with me talking with somebody one more time, you will be fucking banned from this server, and I will get my way. Or else I'll say bye-bye to this fucking server like I have before. I will not tolerate with little pieces of shit like you. Okay? So do it one more time, Diogenes, and this account that you're on, and you have a very distinctive voice, you will be banned from this server.
Darth, there's voice changes on the internet now.
I don't care. Okay? He's gonna get his fucking account banned. Okay? Now, shall we continue with your questions about the Bible?
I know, that's it. I told the other guy that I can't ask what he was asking because I don't understand.
Okay, are you done with your questions for me?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
done. Thanks.
All right, thank you. See, this is the kind of pieces of shit that we Christians have to deal with. You see now, Theo, are you there?
Yep. Yeah.
See, you'll notice earlier when I jumped into the conversation that this is the little game that they play. What the game they little play is this never-ending rabbit trailing. Well, when you're part of through the conversation and you're making some theological progress, then what they do is they want to throw a monkey wrench into the gear. Oh, what do you mean by God? And it's this never-ending of splitting hairs. They know damn well what we mean by God, and they're lying when they say they don't know what we mean by God. So this is the little game that they play. Okay, it's just never-ending rabbit trailing and splitting hairs. It's called stall, dodge, stagnate, stalemate the interaction, and they consider that victory. And the reason why they do is because they literally have the mindset of snot-nosed teenagers. Okay, that's the little game that they're playing. Okay, if they feel that they can't win by virtue of having the intellectual high ground in the conversation, then they're willing to take everybody out simply by just stalemating the interaction. Do you remember in the movie Batman when the Joker confronted all the gangsters and then they threatened him and he opens up his jacket and it's filled with hand grenades and he has his finger on the pin of one of them? Well, Joker was ready to take them all down. So that's the strategy of what many of these unbelievers do. Once they start losing on the intellectual debate, then they just go for the stalemate option.
I just find it very odd that they have difficulty admitting, like, I just asked, like, have you ever done anything wrong? And then they just start, like, just splitting hairs. What do you mean by wrong? What do you mean by God? Like, what do you mean by good? What do you mean by?
Yeah, it's stalemate by what do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by this? And it's just never ending. Okay, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They're not operating good.
Yeah. If they were honest, they would accept that God has revealed to them. Love God, love your neighbor as yourself, and if I were to go walk out and start whacking people upside the head with a bat, that's bad, right? That's evil. But they don't want to accept God's revelation, right? His witness to them. They don't want that. Yep. It's definitely like spiritual warfare.
I'd say it's closer to psychological warfare, but that's just my opinion.
Yep.
I just love how Diogenes resorted to harassment in order to explain he wasn't harassing.
Yeah, well, he came to the brink of getting his account banned. It's a good thing that one of the moderators banned him, because I was about ready to call for his banning from the server. I'm not going to tolerate with people stalking and harassing me on the server. It's not going to happen.
Everybody you disagree with vehemently.
Okay, I asked you before not to talk with me.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna have. Now I'm reporting. Now I'm reporting
the mean man saying bad things to me. You fucking baby, grow a pair.
Right, now I'm gonna have. Now I'm gonna have to report you
Give your
again.
fucking balls a tug, you fucking child.
Why do you come in here? Why do you come in here to hate on Darth? That's like a weird.
Hate on him. You're trying to help this fucker grow a set.
But you came here specifically, like, you know, to go and pretty much hate on him. Yeah.
It's hard to hate on a guy when you're just smothering him with all your Christian love.
Jack, you sound angry. What happened, man?
I'm happy as hell, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You sound angry. What happened?
What prevents you? What prevents you from, like, do you think you've ever done anything wrong in your life?
Jack, are you close to Darth's age? Oh, he's muted. Never mind.
How old is Darth Dawkins?
Darth is 61.
Holy shit, it's the old man.
How old do you think he was?
I thought he was at least like 34 with a radio show
really?
host voice. Yeah, because he gets pissed pretty easily.
I mean,
I would think he'd be more like knowledgeable that people on the internet are assholes, or they're trolling you, or the other, you know?
Well,
so I never really get angry at people. It's really dumb.
He's been doing this for like 10 plus years, so you know, patience can wear thin after that amount of time.
Why call yourself Darth Dawkins? Is that like an antithesis, like an anti-Charles Dawkins? Because he's an atheist.
I don't know. Why don't you just ask him? He's right there.
Wait, I know.
I doubted he would answer me.
Someone called Darth Dawkins in the chat or something, and Darth liked it and he picked it up. Pretty sure that's how it goes.
Oh.
See, this is what you do.
No, my username was Duncan Dawkins, and he didn't like the fact that I was destroying the atheists. So he said I was Darth Dawkins, not Duncan Dawkins. So I said, okay, that sounds good. Now, Jack Burton is going to be permanently stopped one way or the other, okay? Because I've reported him at the highest levels. So he's going to be permanently stopped.
That just sounds really angry, man. There's some hate in his heart.
Yeah, they are. That's because I and other biblical presuppositionalists, we destroy their atheism. They hate God, and they hide behind these stupid, cliched arguments. And biblical presuppositionalism, when it's properly presented, annihilates their atheist cliches. And they hate the fact that somebody is effective. So they just lose their minds. That's why they harass. That's why they stalk.
Now, is Jack an atheist? I thought he was like a pantheist or something like that, or a deist or something.
He certainly hates the God of the Bible with a passion.
Well, that's clear.
You know, they're just pissed because their usual atheist cliches and tactics don't work against biblical presuppositionalism.
It's not your biblical presupposition that's prevailing. It's your whining like a little baby to the mods. Go cry some more. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm going to leave the server.
Okay, if you're upset,
you know what? Don't leave the server, bro. Where you got to go? They don't tolerate you at P&R. You're a joke over at Clubhouse.
Okay, your account is now going to be banned.
Yeah, good luck with that, champ.
All right, I've absolutely had it with these two. You guys are done. Your accounts are going to be banned.
Yeah, you're going to see the limit of your poll real soon, buddy.
What happened?
You're just proving my point. You can't refute a thing I say, so you have to cry to Daddy to come and solve your problems for you. You're nothing. You lose.
I sense a New York accent there.
A little bit. A little bit of one.
Yeah. Coming
Sound
out,
like you're
man.
forcing it though.
It's coming out, man.
I like the New York accent coming from Australia. Like it's like I don't know. I grew up on Seinfeld, and obviously that's like very New York.
That's the Jewish.
Is
That's
it
the Jewish New York
York?
accent. Yeah.
Did anybody on Seinfeld have a
I like
New
that.
York accent?
I like that. I like that. I like that. Out of curiosity, like, what do you guys when you guys refer? I know we're in the politics channel. We should probably go to a religion channel. I'll ask it anyway. Maybe we can go in alphabetical order, just to be polite. We're just going to tone this down a bit. Temperatures are high and everything like that. What editions of the Bible do you refer to? I guess we'll start with Magma if you're comfortable. Magma, what's up?
Someone trying to talk to me. I'm playing a game.
First guy, that's cool. First guy, Gamers, what's up? No, Archangel. Sorry. Sorry, first guy. What edition of the Bible, if you read the Bible, that is, do you refer to?
I've not read the Bible.
No. All right, respect. Archangel, what about you?
I like reading the King James version the most.
King James the most? No worries. Darth Dawkins, yourself?
Fuck off, troll.
Whoa.
I'm detecting some hostility.
Don't address me. Don't talk to me again on the server.
That's all right.
That was
abrasive there.
Very Christian. Very Christian.
Very Christian.
Presuppositionalism just destroyed you, bro. How does it feel?
Okay. All right. That does it.
I mean, you can log off. You can change servers if you want. Which this was a really simple.
Patch, just leave the old man
what was the question you were asking?
Sorry, Magma.
Stop
the question was
picking on
like when you refer to the Bible.
I can't hear you with another person talking over you. That's not how a conversation works.
When you technically it is, but when
it's not. So if another guy's behind you mumbling crap, okay, it's not really how it works.
Okay, don't
so talk.
Yeah, don't illustrate it that way. What edition of the Bible do you refer to when you read it? If you do read it, that is.
I don't read the Bible, okay? So talk to someone else.
Okay, so you good for you, mate. Dozo, what about you?
King James, NIV. Those are the two I usually bounce between.
Sweet. All right. Jack Burton. No, he got muted apparently by Darth Dawkins and his mod crew. Congratulations, Jack Burton. Come on down. $10,000 your way. Jeff, edition of the Bible. Where do you go to?
Dude, I don't read none of that shit. I'm not stupid.
All right, fair enough. All right, that's your opinion. At least you didn't go Magma's way. Mark?
Wait, I didn't finish my sentence. I lagged out. I'm extremely stupid. After what I said. Yeah, there you go.
I respect that.
Yeah, I don't undermine people.
No,
that
don't.
I
don't
never
undermine
do that.
anyone.
I just wanted to be clear.
You're gonna get dogpiled on. So you're extremely stupid, and you don't mind being extremely stupid under the.
Yeah, I'm very stupid. Yeah.
The Imperial March is in your.
Yeah. Don't attack me. Don't pick my brain. Don't try to come at me as the one.
I'm not going to force choke you or anything like that.
That was pretty intimate. Don't say that again.
Miles from nowhere. If you're there, Miles.
Yes, I like the complete Jewish Bible.
Complete. Does that include? By the way, does that include the New Testaments?
Yes,
it does. So it's like, is it a messianic? Hold on. What do they call it? Is that the messianic?
Yes, it is.
It is. That's interesting. Mushka, what about you?
Well, before we move on, I'd like to ask: does the complete Jewish Bible have anything extra or different from the other Catholic?
It might contain the Septuagint and other. It might actually. Miles, what does it contain outside of NIV?
It contains all the Old and New Testament books, but I don't know too many details about what extra is contained.
Okay.
No worries. Mushkal, how does time? That's all right. unless you want to jump in now. Pluto Pilot, what about you? What edition of the Bible do you consult or read? Maybe you don't read, whatever. All right, moving on from Pluto Pilot to Pluto. Yep.
King James.
King James. All right, so that's like the majority, I guess, at the moment. Rab, what about you? Rab's he's theta than a high. I respect that. Superior Tech.
Oh, the version of the Bible I like. I think that's New King James, probably the go-to. I'm also starting to become kind of partial to the New English translation because Darth Dawkins turned me on to that
All right,
one.
Superior Tech. Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
What would cause you to go from one version of the Bible to another? Like, I don't understand why change like what's wrong with the first ones or the ones that came out first.
So,
or
like,
original.
what do you mean by like the original ones? Because the original ones were written in Greek.
I don't know the
read
first
Greek.
one that was written. I don't know. Yeah, the first one. Like, what's wrong? Or the translated version of the first one, right? Because we speak English, right?
So one of the oldest English translations is going to be the King James version. And if you've never read it, the language is very archaic. It's full of like thous and these and all like this very old form of English, right?
It's
I get it.
Superior Tech. It's also mistranslated, by the way.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, there's
see,
a lot
that's
of
the
things.
thing.
This
That's the
one's
thing.
right, that one's wrong.
You see, that's what causes
a lot of people
arguments.
go to the Catholic Bibles because they're continually updating them. NRSV, NIV. These are all Catholic Bibles.
New International Version's also a very good edition. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they're consoled by Catholic scholars. So they're really, really, really good editions. If you just want the most accurate portrayal, transliteration, or translation, yeah, I'd recommend that. But that's just me.
So
Valerian,
if you're ever
sorry.
If you ever like have a question about which version of the Bible has like the consensus on a certain translation or whatever, there's a resource called Strong's Concordance. You can find versions of it online, and basically it's like an indexical reference that like, oh, well, this word is translated, this word originally appears as this in the Old Testament is like either Hebrew or in the New Testament is Greek. And it'll say, well, this word is translated in this way, these many times in these different editions. And you can kind of, through that process, gain an idea of what the consensus is among all these different translations. Oh,
I love
what
that.
does this word mean?
What's the
It's
name
called
of it?
Strong's Concordance. There's also like Strong's Strong's Dictionary. But yeah, just strong, like the opposite of weak. Strong's apostrophe S Concordance.
Hebrew and Greek lexicon. Oh,
Yep, there you go.
I guess
That's the
also
one.
the
that's brilliant.
kangaroo fucker Bible.
Sorry, Magma, you went next. Valerian, what edition of the Bible do you read? Valerian's just no, he can't even hear. Wild based or wildebeest.
You look. It's also the kangaroo fucker
Magma,
Bible.
that's enough. Thanks. Zen Shapiro, love your
LOL.
name. Zen Shapiro is pretty good. Edition of the Bible.
Yeah, I read the Orthodox Study Bible.
Orthodox, like the Talmud, is that it?
No. It's the New King James translation, but it also includes the Greek Septuagint as well as the footnotes from the Holy Fathers, like St. John Chrysostom and whatnot. And it's the official canonized text of the Orthodox Church, which is the one true church.
In your opinion, absolutely. Follower of Jesus,
but in fact, yeah.
Yeah, in your opinion, Zed follower of Jesus Christ.
No, not in my opinion. In fact,
Zen.
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm just not going to let you add that there. I'm not going to let you add that qualifier.
But that is. Do you think that's your opinion?
No, I think it's fact.
Okay, so you think it's fact. So your opinion is that it's fact, right?
No, it is fact. How about that?
Sure. Okay, so Zen Shapiro said it's fact. Zed follower of Jesus Christ. Zed, what edition of the Bible do you read? If you read any edition at all, otherwise we'll just go to anal probe down at the bottom.
Could someone please unmute Jack Burton, dude?
There's
that
some
guy's
people
name
in
is
here that
badass.
actually can't read.
Magma, sorry, you just
I actually can't read.
That's enough, Magma. Anal probe, how you going?
Excuse me, can you calm down, sir?
That's it. Okay, that's everyone. So I guess the consensus is that the King James version, especially when it comes to people with American accents, is the preferred version. I've got a question. Why is that? I guess
Because it was
Magma, let's start with
popularized
you.
by the
You're
Anglican
really
Church.
sorry, Zen Shapiro. Yeah, absolutely. Go.
I was just going to say it was popularized by the Anglican Church, which was basically the first like Protestant church, and that was very popular like in the Western world, and it kind of made its way over into the U.S. or I guess
I'll be right back.
the colonizers, and it kind of was just the law of the land.
So it wasn't the first Protestant. It wasn't.
It was. It's not. I don't think it's a bad version, but I think.
No. I'm not talking. Sorry, I'm not talking about the text itself. I'm just saying that the Anglican Church was not the first Protestant church. Yeah, that's what you said.
I think they were the first big one. I guess the Lutherans were the first like real Protestant church, but then like the Anglicans were like a spin-off of that.
Anglicans, yeah, they are a spin-off. Absolutely, that's why Catholicism is the one true apostolic church.
Well, I guess it would depend on who you ask. Like I would say Orthodox Catholicism, but then like some would say Roman Catholicism is the one true church, and like that's a historical battle. But I side with the Orthodox. I mean, the King James version is fine. It's just what you take with that, like whether you're including the Greek Septuagint, whether you believe in sola scriptura, like those are actually.
Oh shit! Diogenes got muted.
Who did that?
Probably at the request of.
No, well, he was actually being very rude to me, so I had to do that.
Wait, wasn't Diogenes the one who was asking all the fucking questions?
Yeah, he was running a conversation.
Yeah, Darth has been on a tyrannical muting spree all day.
Oh god, imagine having to be a man asking other men on the internet to protect your feelings.
I don't know why he doesn't just go to his own room and like.
He wants to
exercise his
flex.
powers there.
He likes to flex. It's all right. We'll make a man out of him yet.
Excuse me? Are you assuming my gender?
I'm talking about Darth Dawkins, not you.
I'm actually a transgender. I'm actually getting offended by that.
I'm not talking about you.
You're
don't care who
making
you're
fun of
talking to.
you're making fun of his character while he's deafened and muted. Wow, dude.
What? This is nothing I wouldn't say to his face.
Yeah, but it's not about you. Right now,
If
it's
he
about
hears
me.
you,
Okay?
he'll just overtalk you and mute you, so you have no choice but to talk about him when he's deafened.
You guys are bitches.
I'm not the one asking other men to protect me.
Anyway, back to the
On my knees
conversation.
begging for another man to save me and love me forever. So, I don't know what your definition of a bitch is.
Hell's